All right, our live stream starts right now. Thank you, Johanna. Good morning, everybody back home in the United States. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you, AA and Michael. I was gonna go to dinner, but then I realized I'm not really that hungry. Thank you, Michael and Simon. I'm not really that hungry, so we're just gonna do a little bit of a walking, and then we'll see what my stomach feels like. What is up, everybody? Nightwolf and Simon, thank you everybody for the birthday well wishes. We are here. We are going to get the city walk started tonight. We're going to hit some neighborhoods. Thank you, Stan and AA. Rocking Rob, thank you, everybody. We're going to go and hit some neighborhoods. Let's just keep walking around. Thank you, Pat and Nightwolf. Let's keep walking around. There's a lot of people here. This place is pretty festive. Look at this. Thank you, Frog. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I feel a year older. Not much wiser, but I feel a year older. And, I never thought of all places that I'd be spending my birthday in this city called Liuzhou, in the middle of southern China. Just goes to show you, life takes you to all kinds of places. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody back home in America. Thank you for the well wishes. Thank you. We'll keep walking around. All right, this is where we are right now. Look, there really is no such thing as downtown here in Liuzhou because the city is not that big. However, where we are right now is we're going back to the basics. We're gonna do some late night city walking. We're gonna do some neighborhoods. We're gonna do some authentic local places and check out what the real everyday life is like in some of these older neighborhoods in the city of Liuzhou. So thank you, Lisa. So great to see everyone. Thank you all for all the birthday wishes. We are hitting the pavement. Look at this. Beautiful. Get back to basics. Let's keep it moving. What is up? Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Zay. Nice to see everyone. Great to see all you guys. Thank you, Fally. Great to see everybody. I'm happy to be back. Thank you, Quinn and Mark. Thank you. Let's keep moving. All right, look at this. Look at this entire street over here. Look at that. Thank you. Man, you know what's the number one word I would use to describe this road that this little food street I'm on right now? Very, very, the word I would use is like really, really, I don't know how to describe it, man, but this entire place is giving me a feeling of like, just like very, very, I don't know if grimy is a negative word. It's just like, it feels very grimy. You know, it's like this entire city gives me a very, very, I don't know how to describe it, man, but it's like it feels like a very, very, I don't know, man. It's just like this place doesn't have any of the pretenses of like a fancy big city. You know, it just feels like a very, it feels very real. You know, it feels really, really real. It is. You know, it feels really, really real. It is. Beautiful. Hit the follow button and just live stream. Yeah, it just feels, I don't know how to describe it, man. It's like, I'm telling y'all, my English is getting worse as I've been walking around. This is my second night walking around here. This place just feels like a very, very blue collar, like a very authentic blue collar type of environment. You know, it's not a fancy place at all. It just seems like, I don't know, compared to a lot of other cities I've been to in China, this place just feels very, very working, very, very like roll up your sleeves type of environment.
He had bronchitis. Okay, wait. We can't get your spot now. We can't get your spot. Okay, hold on. Slowly. Yes, may yaya po si Zoe, meron.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels a little bit off to be eating sushi at a place like this, you know? So I actually just decided to get in the car and come out to this neighborhood and just walk around and do our city walking at night. So I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you. I was born in 1990 on October 23rd. I'm 34 today. I still feel pretty young. Still feel pretty dumb. But we are getting older. We are getting older, everybody. For those of you just tuning in, we are still... The reason I didn't want to get sushi tonight is like, I felt like... I don't know, it just didn't feel like the city to get sushi in, you know? This feels like a very... Like I said, the vibe here is very working class, very blue-collar type of place. It just didn't feel right to be getting sushi here of all types of food, you know? So let's keep moving. Keep walking around. Let's hit the neighborhoods. See what we have over here. Kimberly, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. We are here. Liuzhou, just walking around. Thank y'all, man. Thank you guys for all the happy birthday wishes. I got so many private messages and so many nice comments on the live streams. Thank you very much, everybody. Please share this live stream. Tap on your screen, follow the channel. We're gonna go to a lot of cool places in this upcoming holiday season. All the way through the new year, we're going to a lot of cool places. So please make sure y'all follow the channel. Okay, it's not a bad thing. It just feels like, I don't know how to describe it, man. This city just makes me feel like it's a very laid back, you know, very laid back, this place just feels like it doesn't have a whole lot going on, you know? Usually most Chinese cities at night are actually pretty quiet, but this place in particular just feels like a very laid back place. It's hard to put it into English and describe it, man. It just feels like a very gritty working class city in the middle of a southern, you know, in southern China. It's hard to describe, man. We're gonna keep walking. Let's just keep walking. Let's explore some more neighborhoods. Let's keep moving. Yeah, rural is one word, but it's not really rural, right? This is the second largest city in the entire Gangxi Province. A province of like 40, 50, 60 million people. And I don't know, as I walk down the street, it just feels very different from where I live in Shenzhen. You know, life out here feels very different. So let's keep moving. Please follow the channel. Share this live stream. It's not the hood, so to speak. We're actually very close to downtown. It's just that the entire city gives me a very working class vibe. You know, there's nothing fancy about this place. You know, I don't see a lot of foreign brands over here. You know, there's obviously no luxury brands over here like a Louis Vuitton or anything. So everything just feels very working class. You know, which is a good thing. It feels very, I don't know, man. It just feels very real. So let's keep moving. Follow the channel. Share this live stream, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning. Happy Wednesday morning, everyone. Thank you, Regina. Good morning. All right, let me make sure I'm going the right way. No, I actually should have made a turn right there. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Tessa. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All the hearts only cost us 1 penny, but they help us move up the rankings, like what Jeff just said. So it's a chance for us to get back in the League A1. Thank you, Terry, for sharing this live stream. Please continue to share. I'm gonna make a turn down there and go into the neighborhood. Thank you, Brian, Regina. Once again, for those of you that are just coming in, I told you guys I was gonna have a big dinner. Number one, I wasn't really hungry after that big lunch we had. Number two, what's it called? Number two, it just didn't really feel right having a sushi dinner here. Thank you, Indigo and Leslie. What's up, Brian? Thank you, Brian, and No Breaks. Thank you. I'm gonna go down here. All right, this is the way to go. Thank you, Tessa and Dream. I did not go paragliding. right, we just got started 10 minutes ago. Let's explore the neighborhoods. Time to get into the real. Boom, here we are. Alrighty, we in the real now. I'll tell you, there's one thing I do better than anybody else is finding the authentic neighborhoods to walk around in at night. Okay, so this is one of the older neighborhoods here in the city of Liuzhou. I'll do a little bit of alley hopping. What happened to the girl that invited me? We talked on WeChat last night and didn't really have time to talk to her today. I should probably hit her up after this live stream is over. Thank you, wonderful, for extending your sub. Thank you. Let's keep moving. We love the character in this neighborhood. See, there's actually gonna be more life here during the day. All right, but you know, see, like, this is what I mean. Like, look at these homes here. Look at this. A lot of character here. Look at that. Thank you, Sandra. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's y'all's morning. It's my nighttime. We are walking around in just a random neighborhood in Liuzhou, just vibing tonight. I'll walk around for a little bit, see if I'm hungry at the end of it. Boom. Thank you, Macabello. It's your afternoon. It's my late evening. Check my directions. Hold on one second. Look at this. 12-hour time difference from the East Coast, 15 hours ahead of the West Coast. So good morning, everybody. You hak burrito time right now, 9 o'clock on the dot, 9 p.m. Wednesday, October 23rd, 9 p.m. on the dot. Hi, Cody. Thank you, everyone. We are walking around late night in the city of Liuzhou. Thank you, Cody. And my birthday was great, man. It was a great day. Went back to my room, took a big nap, woke up at like 7 p.m. Decided to go and get some dinner at a sushi restaurant. When I showed up, it didn't really feel right. The vibe wasn't really what I expected. So I just left, and here I am at night, just walking around. Man, also this is the other thing. There isn't really that much to eat. Just walking around. Man, also this is the other thing. There isn't really that much to eat around here. You know, everything they eat is this escargot noodle type of food. You know, not really my type of food. There really isn't that much to eat. Let's keep moving. See if we can find something. Let's keep exploring the neighborhood. You hear the clapping of the mahjong. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, man. Am I hungry? No, not at all. I had a big lunch. Let's keep it moving. Where am I at? What's up, Kimberly? Well, I'm just in the alleys here in the city of Liuzhou, just chilling. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Neats. Thank you, Neats. And I appreciate you, Neats, for the Cash App today. I remember. Thank you, Neats. There's no crime whatsoever. I just wish there was a little bit more light. This is but I guess there's a reason why I ain't never heard of this town before. Thank you, Chuck, Lydia. Yes, thank you, Neats. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Stacy. I appreciate it. I have a very good birthday. We're just gonna keep walking around. Thank you, Stacy and Lydia. Late night alley hopping. Shay, thank you. Lydia, thank you. Thank you, Sandra's. be honest, man, I don't really know where the hell I am. Except I know it's just a bunch of dark-ass alleys over here. You know, this is one of my favorite things to do out here in China. I love to hop around in the alleys because you never know what is in these alleys. You know, because you got a lot of residential neighborhoods, you got a lot of tightly packed homes. You know, you just never really know. I just love to walk around in the alleys at night. So let's keep it moving. A boo! It's a dead end. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for the horror candle. Well, I tell you what, Hannah, this is, you know, when you're out here in China, you got to realize not every city is like a Beijing or a Shanghai where there's a lot of things going on, you know, because a lot of times when you're in a smaller area in China, city walks is basically our only option because not every city has a lot of tourist attractions. You know, just walk around and see what we have. Follow the channel and share this live stream. Let's keep exploring the neighborhoods. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's just an older neighborhood. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Mandy. Good morning, everybody. Wednesday, October 23rd. It is almost Halloween. You know what's interesting about this place is this is an identical layout to a city. Thank you, Stace. Oh, yeah, it's my birthday. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Turned 34 today. This is an identical layout to a city village in like a Guangzhou or a Shenzhen, except there's just very few out-of-town folks living here. These are all locals that are living here because this isn't a city that is known. This is not a city that has a lot of immigration from other parts of the country to work here. So most of the folks that you're gonna see in these neighborhoods are actually on the older side. And see, look at this. A lot of mahjong parlors, people just chilling. So let's keep moving. Thank you, Penny. Thank y'all for the happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you, Sugar. Thank you. Good morning, Hyo2. I saw your Haidilao video. Came up on my feed. I didn't know it was your first time ever. Well, this is in China, in southern China. We are in a city called Liuzhou in Gangxi Province. We're not too far from the border with Vietnam. Maybe about 5 or 6 hours of driving, and we will be in northern Vietnam. And we're just gonna keep walking around, show y'all what the city looks like late at night. Okay, so basically the layout is very simple. This is a residential neighborhood, similar to the one that we were at earlier this morning. You can see a lot of these homes were built, 30, 40, 50 years ago. You can't really see very clearly in the dark. Thank you, Stace. But these are the types of markets that are absolutely bustling in the morning during the daytime. And at night, when you come out here, you can see they're pretty much all closed. Every single vendor, every single stall. This is similar to where we were early at today. Let's see how everything is closed late at night. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Hang Tang. Yes, it helps with the popular rankings. We're trying to get back into League A1. Thank you, Hang Ten. The homes are above the markets, absolutely. Look at this. Beautiful. Let's keep going. It's quiet. Very, very quiet. I'm probably the only tourist. And I'd imagine I'm probably the only American in like a 5 to 10 mile radius. The city isn't really known for its tourism. Thank you, German Girl, John Doe, and CK. Yeah, it's like a 30-year-old neighborhood. Joni and Birdie. And Derek, what up, Derek? What is up, sir? Thank you very much, Derek. Just walking around in this small Chinese town. Quiet. Thank you, Stacy and Sherry. It's a lot quieter than I thought. Look at this. Thank you, Laird and Miss K. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it very much. Try to see if we can get some more lights. You know, although I'm attracted to the dark places like this. Thank you, Pepper and Steve. Look at this. You know, imagine you live out in a neighborhood like this. Man, where am I? We just walking around in the neighborhoods. How big is an apartment here? Small. These are all older apartments. Like 600, 700 square foot for an apartment in most of these neighborhoods. Let's walk in and just explore. It's like a real life GTA game. Just keep walking. 600, 700 square foot for an apartment. Ooh. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Thank you, Baldomero. Thank you. He said, this is how scary movies start. Oh, this is a chill neighborhood, man. You gotta understand. What do you gotta understand? Let's just keep walking, man. Let's just keep walking. Thank you, Sandra. But there is no such thing as the ghetto here, man. This is just an older neighborhood. You know, it's a very gritty, older neighborhood. We're just walking around late at night. Thank you, Chuck. Man, look at this. Gee. Thank you, Tilly. All right, look, let me say a thing about this place, all right? Thank you, Pat and Tilly. It's like, when you're walking around here late at night, you have to realize there's very little economic prospects here. Thank you, Regina and Joni. There's very little economic prospects here in this neighborhood, in this city, because this isn't a city that has a lot of, like, you know, how do I say this? This isn't a city that has a lot of fresh economic development over the last 20 years, right? There isn't any big companies moving in here. There isn't any big conglomerates. It's just a very quiet, small Chinese town. You know, like Guangxi in and of itself is one of those provinces that's next to Guangdong Province, which is the wealthiest province in all of China. But in terms of its economy, it's not a very diverse economy. You know, it doesn't really have a whole lot going on for it. So when you look at a lot of these older neighborhoods, you know, a lot of the residents that are living here would surely love to move to a bigger building, a newer building. But because there isn't a whole lot of economic activity happening here, there's really no developer is going to come out here and knock these buildings down and build a new one, right? I'm going to give you an example. I live in Shenzhen. The building ahead of my apartment was just recently demolished, and they are moving so fast. In the span of the 3 months that I was on the road, thank you, Dream Inc., they totally flattened the entire... First of all, I saw them knock down the old building. I literally witnessed this with my own eye. They knocked down the old building right around New Year, this year. So right around 7, 8, 9 months ago, they knocked it down. Now, they're already digging the foundation. They're probably building a parking lot underneath. Everything moves really fast in a big Chinese city like Shenzhen because the land is really valuable. But when you come out here to a lot of these smaller places, a lot of these smaller cities, everything tends to move a little bit slower because there just isn't as robust of an economy here as it is in the bigger cities. You know, and also the real estate market is really slowing down here in China. So a lot of these older places, I bet you if I come back in like 5 to 10 years, it'll probably look exactly the same. Whereas the bigger cities is where things are happening and changing really fast. So let's keep moving. Let's see if we can find some more light and walk around a little bit more here in the city of Liuzhou. Right, there's no demand because a lot of these cities are losing people. They're losing people to the bigger cities. They're losing people to the Beijings, the Shanghais, the Guangzhous. These population centers here are having a hard time keeping young people around, which means there's going to be less and less demand in the future for a lot of the apartments that they're building. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of changes happening in a lot of these neighborhoods that you see. A lot of it's going to look exactly the same. And you know, the other thing is like that I kind of realize about this city is it just feels like they kind of build on demand, meaning like just plots of land just right next to each other. The buildings are totally different, right? You got old school buildings next to newer buildings, next to commercial projects. It seems just like everything is just very, very random here. You know, whereas if you were in Shenzhen, you were in Beijing, the city districting looks a lot nicer. You know, so anyway, let's just keep moving, man. We're gonna keep walking around, follow the channel, and share this live stream. Let's keep it moving. Ooh, I should need to go this way. I'm gonna go right over here. Let's keep walking around. Thank you, Apollonia. Go eat dinner. I'm not really hungry. I'm just gonna keep walking around. Thank you, Hyotu and Wilson. Thank you, everybody. Look, I just came back 3 days ago. We're trying to work our way back to League A1. It's gonna be a grind. We're gonna keep it moving. Thank you, Hyotu. Go Heels indeed. Keep going this way. Thank you, Mustafa and Sheila. Thank you. Thank you, Brian and Frog, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I'll go this way. Where are we going? This way? What the hell? I'm going this way. Thank you, Dylan, Captain, and Emerging. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on one second. Julie. Make a right. What the hell? Hold on one second, y'all. Let me finish. Let me look up the directions. Make a left right here. Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Make a left right here, but the road is closed. I'm lost. It's not that I'm lost. This road is sealed off, Hyotu. Can't cut across it. Hold on one second. Let me figure out some directions. Everywhere is safe. It's just I'm trying to find my destination. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going this way. Let's keep going. Thank you, Tina. Plan B. We're gonna keep moving forward. I think we're gonna have to go to Chongqing and go to a different city tomorrow, so I don't have to keep walking around in these dark ass alleys at night. Let's keep going. Follow the channel, y'all. Share this live stream. Thank you, Hannah and Joker. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Wednesday morning. I'm not scared at all. There's nothing to be scared of here. It's just another Chinese city. I've walked through countless cities, you know, dozens and dozens of cities in the last 8 months of streaming. No, Dylan, you didn't miss dinner. I didn't stream dinner yet because I wasn't that hungry. These freaking places are quiet. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Chuck. No, I didn't get new shoes for my birthday. I like my shoes the way it is. I got some new shoes 3 weeks ago. I got some new shoes. We'll be using them in the winter time. Just, man, look at this. How quiet everything is. Wednesday night in a small Chinese town. Look at how quiet everything is. Look at this. I use Chinese Baidu maps for directions. Everything's freaking quiet. Hit the follow button and share this live stream, everyone. Just keep walking around. Oh man. No, I didn't have a birthday cake. No birthday cake. I'm not a big birthday cake type of guy. You know, just gonna keep walking around. I like to be streaming. I like to walk around in China, but look at this. Not much going on here. Thank you, Plant Groove. I did not go paragliding either. So you're not able to stream that. Thank you, Nels. You know what I've realized, everybody? Y'all are really, really interested in the women that we meet on these live streams. Thank you, German Girl. I've gotten at least like 20 different comments today asking me what happened to the girl that we met yesterday at dinner at the outdoor market. Y'all are really, really interested. I'm serious, man. Y'all are really, really interested. Maybe I should start a dating show. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should start a little dating show where we date, where we do like some speed dating with different women and we stream it. Maybe y'all would tune in and watch it, you know, because y'all are really, really interested, as I've come to find out. Let's keep moving. I got a WeChat, man. People don't really exchange numbers here in China. They exchange WeChats. Let's keep moving. You were watching? Sandra said I was watching. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I know. It does make you wonder about the people that live here. You know, just like living anywhere in small town America. You know, people's lives here so different from living in a big city. Very, very quiet. I remember that man from the neighborhood. He wasn't crazy. He just needed some company. He just needed someone to talk to. And that was actually in Beijing. That was also the night that I met one of our viewers, LJ, who drove me around to the Great Wall and also to the airport. So that was a very memorable evening. I'll keep walking around. Yeah, let's go somewhere discreet. You remember that? Let's go somewhere discreet. Keep moving. 谢谢. Thank you very much. 谢谢. Thank you. Thank you, DRII. Thank you. Yes, we'll be in Taiwan and southern China, and then we'll be in Japan later in November. And frankly, you know, it's time we change it up a little bit. I don't know if Hyotu is still watching this, but if it was up to me and I didn't need to move my apartments, I say we go to Vietnam directly from here, because we are only 6-7 hours away from Vietnam. We might as well go to Hanoi from here. Let me see if let me see, man. My ankle's fine. Everything's okay. Thank you, Guy Huss. Thank you. Let's keep walking. Let's keep it moving. Thank you. What am I eating? Have any of you been to Vietnam before? Any of you guys watching this show right now, have any of you been to Vietnam? Like, is the bigger cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, do they have 5G internet for those of you that have been there? You've been sharing, For folks that have been there, did you guys have 5G internet when you were there? Like, you guys remember that? Yes? Because I'm going to need 5G in order to stream. We were in Vietnam, you have 5G? Shelby says, I've barely been outside of Texas. Some unusual restaurant in northern Kyoto. I'm going to Vietnam for sure, man. I'm going there for sure. You know where you were from, Vietnam? Where your ancestry traces back to? Oh my God, look how quiet this place is. Look at this. Just look at this. 9:30 at night. Look how quiet everything is. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know, I can't wait to go to Vietnam. Born in Tra Vien, Vietnam. I gotta look that up. I don't know where that is. And you know, one of the things that really worries me about Southeast Asia, about streaming there, is you got a lot of places in Southeast Asia, especially in Thailand. There's a lot of things that I can't really stream, you know, without getting in trouble. So I have to be very, very cognizant of what I show you guys when I'm in like Cambodia or Thailand, you know, because there's a lot of, especially when I'm in Thailand, I was watching some TikTok videos of what goes on in Thailand, and I said to myself, there's no way I could take you guys to some of those places without getting in trouble. Thank you, AC. How many years did I live in Chicago? I lived there for 5 years, from when I was 13 years old until when I was 18 years old. I went to high school in Chicago. About 8 hours from Ho Chi Minh City. Tra Vien. I gotta look that up. One thing I know for sure, Kyoto, I gotta tell you this. Vietnamese women are absolutely beautiful. Vietnamese women are some of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life. And this is true for Vietnamese Americans that I've encountered in America and the ones that I've encountered here in Asia. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever met in my life are from Vietnam. So that's why I'm really looking forward to going. Let's keep moving. Beautiful. You gotta go to school? Go to school, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Usually we start at 6 a.m. in the morning here on TikTok. The reason we haven't been starting at 6 a.m. is because we've dropped down in the leagues a little bit. And I think a lot of this discoverability here on TikTok is dependent on what league you're in. So wait till we move back up to a higher league as we continue to stream in the coming weeks. And I'll be streaming a little bit earlier. Because if I'm streaming at 6 a.m. and you're in the lower league, I don't think they really push your live stream out to as many people. So this is the reason why I'm starting a little bit later. Let's keep moving. Oh, thank you, Kat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. It's been 8 months of doing this. You know, we started in February, on February 21st. It's been exactly 8 months being out here on TikTok, showing you guys what China looks like. But it's time we're going to start moving on to other parts of China. We're going to go to Taiwan, and then we're going to go to Japan. We're really going to change it up, kind of mix it up a little bit. Well, you know, when I go to Japan, I'm going to be exactly the way you guys are, or you guys are looking at what's going on here in China. I don't speak the local language, not even a little bit. So I'll be a complete tourist. You know, it won't be home for me at all. You know, I won't be able to communicate with the locals. It'll just be exactly how you guys feel when you see me communicate with the locals. Most of y'all are lost on what's going on. It'll be exactly the same way when I get to Japan. Thank you, Kyoto. I'm not getting bored with China. It's just, I feel like, you know, a lot of times when you're doing what I do out here on TikTok, I want to make sure the content that we have is like, it's got a good variety, you know, that it doesn't show the same thing all the time. So I want to make sure that we keep it fresh. Let's keep moving. So this is why I think we need to go to some different countries in Asia now. Let's keep moving. Yeah, I want to do a live in Chongqing, which is actually only 5 hours by train from me. So that's probably going to be our next destination. But I think a lot of you have seen live streams in Chongqing before. You guys want to go see Chongqing, the cyber city? Thank you, Rosemary and German Girl. I think there are people that are like dedicated to streaming there. So let's keep moving. Thank you, Rosemary and Jeff. Yes, y'all want to see Chongqing? It's only 5.5 hours away from me. Very easy to get there. Let's keep moving. Y'all want to see it? Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Find out where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I want to go to Chongqing. All right. And then I think after that, man, we need to go to a different country. Just to go and mix it up. All right, let's go explore the neighborhoods. Boom. Thank you, Kristen and Ni Hao Ma. Thank you. Yeah, that's a city built on a mountain that is called the Cyber City of China, Chongqing. I've been to Chongqing many times. Many times. Chongqing is known for a lot of things here in China. It's known for its hot pot. It's known for beautiful women. It's known for being the wartime capital of China during World War II. So after the Japanese invasion in 1937, the capital actually moved from Beijing to Nanjing, and then from that, actually the capital was already in Nanjing and then moved to Chongqing. So there's actually a lot of cool places in Chongqing that has a lot of World War II history. For example, you can go to a gas station in Chongqing and it's built into a cave. If you guys have ever seen my old YouTube channel before I started on TikTok, I've actually filmed some content from Chongqing before. And one of the coolest things I saw there was a gas station that was built inside a mountain because it used to be an air raid shelter to protect themselves from Japanese bombing. And now today, it is a gas station. No, we're gonna walk, there's a little bit more light here. Let's walk around this neighborhood. See what we have. Yeah, Chongqing has some beautiful women. Absolutely beautiful women. Let's keep moving. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Let's keep it moving. Beautiful. You know, I wish I could describe the smell to you guys when I'm out here in this neighborhood. You know, it smells like a combination of beer plus barbecue plus spicy food plus cigarette smoke. That's what it smells like in this neighborhood, you know? Just I can't, I'm telling y'all, man. That's what it smells like. Thank you, Berea. I appreciate it. TP said, yuck. That's what it smelled like. It smelled like the real streets. You guys remember training day when Alonzo says to Jake, he says, you got to smell the streets. You got to smell that shit. That's exactly how it is here. You got to smell it. You got to smell the streets. See, all these people got their stuff laid out here at night. There's hardly any. This is what I find interesting about these markets that are still open close to 10 o'clock at night. You see how they have their stuff all laid out here late at night, but there's no customers. There's hardly any people walking in this sleepy town. So, do you guys know why they're laid out here so late at night? It's because they're gonna be here all night. They're gonna be here until tomorrow morning. Until like 5, 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. They're gonna sleep here. So a lot of these vendors that you see here, they're not even gonna go to bed. They're just gonna stay here the whole night and wait for 6, 7 a.m. in the morning when the neighborhood wakes up, and neighborhood's gonna come out here and do the shopping. So thank you, AC, that's why. Because you have to understand, man, the pace of life. So there's nobody here. Let's keep moving. The pace of life in a smaller town like this is so much slower, and a lot of times the people that set up their shops over here, they actually have to come from very, very far away in the rural areas, and when they set up here, there's really nowhere else for them to go for the night, so they just stay here the whole night. You know, and this spot right here is probably the best spot to attract people's attention to come out here and buy. So a lot of them will come out here a little bit earlier in the evening to take this spot, so that in the morning when this entire neighborhood wakes up, they'll be here to do business. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. follow the channel, share this live stream. Keep moving. What do I feel more at home, China or America? Man, that's a good ass question. That's a good ass question, man. Last few years, the answer's definitely been China. But I'm able to adopt no matter where I go. This place is beautiful. Hit the follow button and share this live stream, everyone. We're popular number 98 in the world right now because of all the hearts y'all are sending, all the bracelets. Send those hearts. Let's keep moving up the rankings. Thank you, Joan. We're ranked number 90 in the world, 98 in the world. Let's go this way. Thank you, Michael and Michelle. Thank you. Home is wherever I go. That's right. Mark. Hopefully we will be number one once again. The highest we ever made it was like number 5 in the entire world. That was at Universal Studios in Beijing. When we go to Japan, no matter what the rules are with the Tokyo Disneyland, thank you Nihao Ma and Dream Inc. Thank you Super Dave. No matter what the rules are with Disneyland in Tokyo, with Universal Studios in Osaka, we're gonna sneak in. We're gonna go in and we're gonna stream regardless. Thank you, Chatty Cathy and Dream Inc. If the employees at Universal Studios in Osaka and Tokyo Disneyland, if they chase me and they tell me no streaming, I'm just gonna run away and pretend like I don't speak Japanese, which I don't anyway. I'm gonna pretend like I don't speak Japanese. I'm gonna pretend like I don't speak English. We're just gonna run away and keep streaming. Thank you, Rel. Keep moving. They're gonna chase me down. I'm like, no English, no Japanese. Keep moving. I'm serious. We're gonna go to Tokyo. We're gonna try to stream Disneyland in Tokyo. We're gonna try to stream Universal Studios in Osaka. They're gonna chase me down. I'm like, no streaming. However you say that in Japanese. I'm like, man, I don't speak the language, man. Man, I tell you what, man. You know what's one of the things? How do I say this, man? It's like when I walk around these neighborhoods, man, you know what it makes me feel like? It's like the people that live out here in these neighborhoods, man. I just feel like, man, their life is so different from my life. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, imagine you're a vendor and you set up this little shop over here. And you sit on a stool and you just play on your phone for like the next 5 hours. And like day after day, time just passes by. You're 34 years old today. Next thing you know, you're 44 years old. Next thing you know, you're 54 years old. You know, everything is just here. Just like the pace of life just feels so much slower. You know what I'm saying? Like people just like really living out here. Nobody really got anywhere they need to go. Thank you, Lena. You know, it's like, my ass is in Shenzhen, you know, I got to worry about so many things living in a big city. You know, like this dude over here, you know, playing on his phone, just chilling. You know, and it makes you wonder, like, what the people that live here, you know, just, I don't know how to describe it, man. You know, it's like people here just living a very simple and very different life. Let's keep moving. It's quiet. Just. All right. Thank you, Natalie. So I'm telling y'all, man, like, I got. He said, you know you in the hood when you can walk to the liquor store. Now, to be fair, China has liquor stores everywhere. China has a lot of liquor stores everywhere. But, like, once again, I have to repeat, this is not the hood. Like, this place is actually, but, like, once again, I have to repeat, this is not the hood. Like, this place is actually very similar to my hometown, the city that I grew up in called Zhenjiang in Gangxi Province. And thank you, Rose Ann, for the Cash App. Thank you, Rose Ann. Please identify yourself in the comments. I appreciate it. Thank you, Rose Ann. It's like when you're out here in these types of neighborhoods, like I said, it just reminds me of my hometown because it just doesn't, it's like if you were here in 1995, this is what this place looked like in 1995. Thank you, Opulent and Aura. You know, and it looks exactly, and thank you, German Girl, for moderating for me along with Amuj. Thank you. You know, it's just like life here just really hasn't changed in the last 25 to 30 years. You know? My ass. Let me say something to you guys. Hear me out on this. One of the things in the last 6 years of living in China that I've been geeking out about and asking myself a lot is, hear me out on this. Thank you, Natalie, for extending your sub. Humor me this, everybody. Think about this, okay? If I was born in 2024 today, okay, instead of 1990, and I was born here in this neighborhood, do you think I will have a harder time with my life, or do you think I will have an easier time with my life? Thank you, Terry, as opposed to 1990 when I was born, right? Because I was born in a neighborhood. You guys have seen my old neighborhood from 3-4 weeks ago when I was streaming there. You guys saw what my old neighborhood looks like. You guys think it's an easier life? Easier, harder time. Glossy Girl says harder. Probably easier, harder. I'm gonna explain to you guys something, man. Like this is what I've been geeking out about as I lean against this pole over here. One of the things that I've come to a conclusion about is if I was born in the same neighborhood that I was born in today, as opposed to 1990, materialistically, my life would be a lot more abundant. Meaning, you know, you would have a lot more, my diet would be even better than when I was a kid. So much more meat, so much more different food options. We would probably have a vehicle. We'd probably have a car, a motorcycle at least. You know, we would have high-speed internet. We would have cell phones. Materialistically, my life would be a lot more abundant as opposed to 1990. But I actually think spiritually, and I think from like, you know, you think about life, like, I don't know, thank you, Michael and Elvis. Well, you're a kid. You ain't really thinking about spiritually. But it's like from a path to the future perspective, I actually think I will have a harder time growing up here in a neighborhood like this in where I was born as opposed to 34 years ago when I was born. And the reason is very simple. 34 years ago, it was very, and the folks that are older, maybe you guys will agree with this, 34 years ago, it was really easy to get an edge, to have a competitive advantage. Now, with the internet, and I feel like a lot of the social classes have become a lot more solidified, it's actually harder to get ahead, in my opinion. And this is not just here in China. I feel like it's the same everywhere in the world. I just feel like there was more opportunity 35 years ago. Thank you, Aries. You know, so I feel like materialistically, I would be more abundant. But as far as like my family getting ahead, or like me, I feel like I'll be, or me myself as a kid, I feel like I'd be at a complete disadvantage because someone living in Beijing or someone living in New York City, I just feel like they would have more path and more options than growing up in a small town like this. So I think about this a lot in the 6 years that I've been living in China, as I observe the surroundings and I observe the environments. You know, it's like a lot. And this is the other thing that's kind of tough, is like when I was a kid, I didn't really know what the outside world looked like because we didn't have social media or the internet. I didn't have anybody to compare to. I thought everybody lived just like me. Thank you, Natalie and Captain Nacho. This is why when I got to America, when we got to Ohio, you know, and then when I got to Chicago, my perspective, my views were total. I was shocked when I went to Chicago, because you saw it for the first time. Now you could live in you could live in a small town in rural China somewhere. You know, you could open Douyin, the Chinese TikTok, or you could live in, you know, rural America somewhere. You open TikTok and you see me out here showing you guys life in a totally different part of the world. Just a very, very different, very, very different, man. It'd be hard growing up as a kid nowadays. You open up your cell phone, everything is available. Thank you, Lo Jane, Andrea Lee. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Kristen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all have seen my live stream from 3 weeks ago when I was showing you guys my hometown. It looked just like this. Like, my hometown looked just like this. My old neighborhood looks just like this neighborhood. You see it on Douyin all the time. I mean, I'm not trying to preach or anything. I just think, I just get like, I don't know, man. Maybe because I'm getting older or some shit, man. There's like a lot of these live streams where I'm just like saying out loud what's in my head. To put it in a more realistic terms. To be honest, man, I'd much rather be born in Shanghai. I'd much rather be born in Beijing or Shenzhen right now in 2024 as opposed to small town. I just think I would have a lot more opportunities in life. So let's keep moving. These neighborhoods. It's just like home. It's exactly the same. It's just like home. Let me tell you guys some as we're walking around these neighborhoods. Let me tell you guys some fun stories from life, because now we don't really need the navigation. My dad's probably watching this. I don't know if my dad got to go to work today or he's working from home, but in the 1990s, when I was a kid, I still have a lot of great memories from the 1990s. When I was a kid in the 1990s, we didn't have computers at home. We never had a computer at home. We never had internet until we moved to the United States. We never had internet before. And back then it was dial-up when we first moved to Ohio. But it was like when my pops, this is like 25 years ago, when we were living around in this neighborhood, man, like this probably is a neighborhood from the late 90s. I gotta pause for a second because I gotta think about how much personal stories I want to share, because this ain't my story, man. It's my pop's story. So let me pause for a second. Let me see if this is okay to share. Let me think about this for a second. Hold on one second. Let me think about this. Thank you, Goody. Back then, in the 90s, my family was already thinking about, maybe going overseas and, see if we could build a different life somewhere else in the world. We were already thinking about it, and back then, you really had maybe 2 or 3 different ways of going to America or going to Canada, wherever it is you wanted to go. Number one, the first way that you could do it is if you have a relative. If you have a family member that lives in America, they're American citizens or they're green cards, and they could sponsor you. And that's one way you can come to the United States, is via family immigration. We did not have that. We didn't have any family members in America. We had to do it ourselves. The other way you could do it is back then in the 80s and 90s, you could do it illegally. Illegal immigration back then, obviously they have it today. But back then, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, people would get into a container ship and they would illegally get into the United States. Ronald Reagan, George Bush era, that used to happen. Another way you could do it is you could come to the United States if you are a highly educated person, and you can come and get a degree. You can come and get an education. Thank you, Opulent. That was the path that my family chose, was to come to the United States to get advanced degrees, to get an education, which is what happened to me. And the reason why I tell this story is that that's a really, really hard thing to do today. Why is that? Because when I was a kid, growing up in a neighborhood like this, very few people did that. Like in the 90s, very, very few people did that. I remember the stories that my dad would tell me. He would go and take some of these exams, okay? And we're coming from a province that's got at the time, 60, 70, 80 million people. And he was saying at the test center, there was only 20 people in the entire province taking the exam that was necessary to go to the United States. So back then, there just wasn't as much competition. If you stood out, there's just not nearly as much competition as it is today. You know what I'm saying? Because does that make sense, everybody? And that applies to everything in life. You know, so when you're walking around here, it's like, I hate to say this in a negative way. I hate to be negative when I say this, but it just really feels like, you really gotta like. Hello, man. How you doing? You speak English? How are you? You speak any English?
不会说英文，
你们学校教英文吗？
教但不怎么学。
不怎么说。好，回家吧。Go back. He said hello. I asked him, you speak English? I'm telling y'all, man, they need to do a better job of teaching English here, man. Not one kid I've run into can say some English to me. Not one kid. Nobody could say some English to me, man. Oh, my God. Let's keep moving, man. Let's keep moving. Thank you, German girl, for moderating. Yeah, kid reminds me of me when I was a kid. My freaking book bag, man. First of all, almost 10 o'clock at night, man. Kid looked like he's just getting off school. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, it just feels like life out here for a kid nowadays and for people in general is so much harder and more competitive, yet the results aren't really that much better than they were 30 years ago. Just to put it bluntly, it's how I feel. You know, it's like, man, I was watching some videos on Chinese Instagram about how hard kids have to work nowadays. They got to do homework until like 11, 12 o'clock at night every single weekday. And I'm talking about kids that are like 11, 12 years old, 13, 14 years old. They got to do homework until like midnight, 11 p.m. every single school day. And then on the weekends, they got more classes. They got, extracurricular classes outside of school. I just feel like, man, it feel like everything is so much harder nowadays. You know, what is up in Arizona? What is up, everybody? We're just walking around. We're walking around late night in the city of Liuzhou. We're walking around the neighborhoods and just sharing stories. You know, 躺平, 不能躺平. You can't lie flat, man. They gotta work hard. Yeah, we grew up in the 80s and 90s. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm very happy to be a 90s kid. Life was good back then. Let's keep it moving. Hello, chef in Arizona, Los Angeles. Let's keep moving. Some of y'all, man, I'm very, very blessed to be born in the 90s, man. It was a very golden time. Everything worked out. Let's keep moving. Good morning in Detroit. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Holly. So, if you look at these cars that are right here in these neighborhoods, man. You see this right here? Same thing as my neighborhood. Right? You guys remember when these neighborhoods were built in the 90s, they didn't have parking spots. There sure as hell is not any underground parking. People just park wherever they can. Let me continue with my story, though. I haven't finished my story yet. Back in the 1990s, everything in these neighborhoods, in these older neighborhoods, looked basically exactly the same. You know, fundamentally, life to me really hasn't changed that much. The only thing that's different about these places is that nowadays, a lot of young people don't really want to live in these older neighborhoods anymore. When they get married, they want to move into those bigger high-rise, bigger apartment condominiums over there. But fundamentally, not much has changed with a lot of these neighborhoods. Will I come back and live in the United States? Absolutely, I will. That's a promise. I will be back in the United States one day, very soon. After I feel like... Yeah, this is in China, man. This is in the city of Liuzhou, a city that 99.99% of you have never heard of, in southern China. And we're just walking around late at night in the neighborhoods. Keep moving. Am I going to do a cooking show? I'm telling you, I'm going to try to get this cooking show started right here in China. Tammy, I didn't have dinner yet, and the reason is I'm still full from lunch. You know, I'll find something to eat later. Don't worry. Do I ever get pressed? No, never. Never, man. This country's very, very safe. Never. Very chill. Beautiful. I had Haidilao lunch. Like what Hyotu had. That's what I had. Haidilao hot pot for lunch. What time is it right now? Almost 10 o'clock. 9:53 p.m. Let's keep moving. Yeah, dude. It's the perfect weather right now. Boom. Well, I hear a lot of noise going on over here. There's people out here having fun, playing mahjong. Thank you, Goody and Bob. Yeah, man, I'm from North Carolina. My home is in North Carolina, but I've been living in China for 6 years. What we do, we stream every single day out here in China and soon to be Japan, where we just walk around. We walk around the neighborhoods, we talk about stories, we talk about life. And we just keep it moving. Thank you, Captain Nacho. Could I buy fruit cheaper now as opposed to in the morning? Probably actually. But I don't want to talk about fruit right now. The reason being, it's just like, let me put it this way, everybody, okay? You know, and this is a little bed and breakfast over here. There's a little hostel. You can probably sleep here, get a little room here if you're a Chinese citizen. If you're an American, you can't stay here. But if you're a Chinese citizen, you can get a room for like $3. But I'll tell you what, man, there's probably far more people in the country living out here in these like smaller tier 3, tier 4 cities than there are in Beijing and Shanghai. You know, let's keep moving. All right, I'll see you later, Charlie. Go to work. I know it's morning time in the United States. Why not Americans? Well, because you have to stay, you know, you've heard of this before, right? I mean, there's only designated hotels that are open to American citizens, to foreigners, to American citizens and to foreigners. So, man, you see that smile that just creeped across my face. I just saw something. I just saw something. Let's keep it moving. Like these are, because the hotels that are open to Americans and foreign citizens tend to be a little bit nicer. This is like in the middle of a residential neighborhood. A lot of these places are just, you know, lower end budget hotels, budget motels, you know, so they're not really going to be open to you. I just saw something back there. Thank you, Cat. He said, "What you see?" He said, "What you see?" Let's keep moving. Let's just keep it moving. Keep walking around. What did I see? I saw I saw something I'm not gonna say on TikTok. We're gonna keep it moving. I saw somebody waving at me and telling me to come over. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Beautiful. Ni hao. Was that Katie? She said, oh boy. Oh, let's keep moving. You know, I guess. Let me figure out how to say this, man. It's like. Go get some dinner. Keep walking around. Thank you, Sandra's. He said go for 1 hour. Man, y'all crazy, man. Ciao, man. Ciao, man. Kids-friendly show, man. Ciao, man. Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Ciao, man. Ciao, man. Let's keep it moving. Good morning, Melinda. Happy birthday to you, Melinda. I know your birthday and my birthday is on the same day. Happy birthday to you, Melinda. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Okay? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I can't believe we have the same day. But then again, we get so many people who are watching the channel. I guess it makes sense that I have the same birthday as one of the viewers. Moving. Thank you, Marduk. Want to give me a birthday surprise. Thank you, Nana. Hey, man, ciao, man. Yes, happy birthday, Melinda. Just keep walking around. You play that Jeremiah song. Oh, man. I guess as I'm standing out here, man, the biggest point that I've always been thinking about as I'm in these older and smaller cities here in China is, you know, I ask myself, you know, you work, I'm gonna sit in this seat right here real quick and talk to you for a second. Let me holler at y'all for a second. I'm gonna sit in this seat right here. It's like when I'm walking around here in like this part of China, and we've been to many, many places like this here in China, one of the things that I think about is like, what is it all for? You know, I've been working really hard all my life, you know, starting from when I was a student in Chicago. I worked really hard to get good grades. And then when I was in college, and then my business, and then MBA, and the job that I had. You know, it's like sometimes I feel like if I lived out here in this friggin' home right here, I could just totally lay flat. You know, I could just totally lay flat in life and not have nearly the amount of stress that I have, you know, dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out here in this little city and get by on like $1,000 a month, you know? You know? Just chilling. Just totally chilling. You know, it's like, freaking, think about this shit. It's like, you know, real talk. Like, I'm for real, man. Like, I'm sitting out here just like thinking about this. Cause you see the biggest problem. Listen to me, y'all. The biggest problem, right? You wouldn't need to fucking work. You don't need to freaking work, man. You spend like $1,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? I could probably get by on the rest of my life. You know, it's like, hear me out on this, man. It's like, one of the things with like getting an education and going around the world and having parents that are very things, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know, you want to be ambitious, you want to do all these things. You know, sometimes it makes you kind of just think, man, maybe life is a lot all these things. You know, sometimes it makes you kind of just think, man, maybe life is a lot less hectic if you just like chill out and lay flat. You know, life is supposed to be difficult. I agree with that, man. I agree with that sentiment. You know, I agree. Hufflepuff Princess, I am alive. I took 2 weeks off. From California. You know, let's think about this. From California. You know, let's think about this. Seriously, man, I'm telling y'all, when I'm ready to hang it up, I'm coming to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, man. I'm gonna see y'all in North Carolina. I'm serious, man. When I'm ready to hang it up and just have some kids and ready to relax in life, I'm coming back to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We'll build a little house over there, and I'm gonna be done. Thank you, Bulldog and Big O. I'm serious, man. When I'm done, I'm coming to Chapel Hill, y'all. Ain't gonna be no more freaking big city for me. When am I going to Zhangjiajie? We can ball in Chapel Hill. Hold on 1 second. Ball in Chapel Hill. Yes, we can. Let's keep moving. Hey, get a Vietnamese wife while I was there. I wish. Thank you, Debbie. Is it lagging? Someone is saying that we're lagging. We lagging? What up, dog? How you doing, man? What up, dog? How you doing, man? You ain't gotta be afraid. What up, dog? What up, dog? Oh, let's keep moving. We good? No lag? We good? Let's keep moving. Find a wife first. Maybe I'll find two. Shit. Man, shit, I feel like I might have to go back to that little alley and do a little bit more investigating. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jim. I feel like I gotta go back to the alley over there and poke around my head some more. And I do mean my literal head, okay? Not the other head. Poke around my head a little bit more and find out what's going on in that alley over there. Oh, man. Let's keep moving. I'm gonna get one of each. Shit. I'm gonna get one of each. Oh. Never thought I would spend my birthday out here in the southern Chinese city. Small town. But make it one to remember. 34 years old in the city of Liuzhou. Why does Charlie Thomas keep saying that we are lagging? We shouldn't be lagging. I have perfect signal. Thank you, Hope. Is it true they can have 4 wives? Let me tell you guys this. The law when it comes to ethnic minorities here in China is a lot more lax when it comes to family planning. So I don't know if they can have 4 wives. I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. However, thank you, Jazzy. When I was a kid growing up, as an ethnic Han person, my family could only have 1 child. It was a 1-child policy. However, if you go to like the ethnic regions of China, like if you go to Tibet or you go to Xinjiang, China, and I have been to Xinjiang before, you realize that the same rules didn't apply to them at all. Thank you, Michelle. They could have as many kids as they want. You know, so all the birth policies of the 1980s and 1990s seemingly only applied to people like my family. You know, folks that look like me, the Han Chinese. But a lot of the ethnic places, like, the ethnic Miao villages, the ethnic Zhuang villages, the ethnic Tibetan Chinese, the ethnic Xinjiang Chinese, they could have as many kids as they want. Thank you, Dream Inc. and Bob. I am an only child. So the 1-child policy that you guys have come to hear so often when it comes to describing China didn't actually apply to the ethnic minorities living here in China. Like when you go to Xinjiang, China, man, they got like 4 kids, 5 kids. Like that law did not apply to them. You know, so it's almost 10 o'clock. Gotta be 10 o'clock now. You know, this is like Muslims, man. So I don't know the answers to that question regarding the wives, but I would imagine the answer is no. They have to follow the marital laws over here. But I wouldn't be surprised if the answer was yes either. Thank you, Chris. Because it seems like a lot of the things that, a lot of the rules that apply to my family, it didn't really seem to apply to them. Keep going. Y'all ever wonder what do the people that live in these build these homes over here? Thank you, TJ. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever wonder? Y'all ever wonder what do the people that live in these build these homes over here? Thank you, TJ. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever wonder what the people that live in these neighborhoods do for a living? You know what I'm saying? What if my mom had another kid? There is no what if. There is no what if. But once again, this also is very regionally different. I've got, I don't want to put Panda's business out there, but Panda's not the only child. My business partner, she's only a little bit younger than me. Theoretically, she should be the only child, but she has siblings. So, and the reason is they were just able to pay a fine. So back in the 90s when she was born, her family would just be able to pay a fine. Like you would pay a monetary fine to the local, to the local authorities, and you would be able to have more kids. But back in my old neighborhood, in my neck of the woods, growing up, that never seemed to be an option. But certain areas of China are a little bit different than others. And I never knew this until I came back to China 6 years ago. That you would have different treatment based on where you live. Because there's a lot of people that are my age, and they got like 4 brothers and sisters, and I never understood how that works. Thank you, Lady Joe. How did I meet Panda? By the grace of God. By the grace of God. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Captain Nacho. I'm for real, man. I feel like I need to go back to that alley and do a little bit more investigating instead of wandering aimlessly out here, man. I feel like I gotta go hit up that alley, man. Shit. Thank you, Lady Joe. Shit. What about twins? No, twins is totally okay. If you have a twin, then you have 2 kids. That is totally okay. Thank you, Jack 12. Thank you, Shayna, for moderating, and thank you, German girl. What's the best car? Best car in China, this car right here. You see this right here? This is the car that I see more than any other car here in Liuzhou in Guangxi. There's another one right here. Okay, this car is very, very popular, all electric, and it's probably indicative of the fact that it's cheap. Most people can afford this car right here. Oh, it's a good advertising. Everybody's like, go. Let's keep moving. Hold up, man. I might need to set a little pin in my GPS so we can find it after I get off this live stream. Yeah, similar to the smart car in the UK, absolutely. Let's keep it moving. My mom and dad probably watching this live stream today. They're like, where the hell are you at, son? Where are you at, man? I am in the city of Liuzhou. We just walk in the streets late at night. Hit the follow button, y'all. Thank you, Susie. Hit the follow button. Is this car right here? Like what, $5,000? $4,000 for this thing right here? Thank you, TJ and Susie. Little car, $4,000? $5,000? Cheap. You gotta get a plate for it, though. This is fully electric. You do have to plate this. Nice, adorable little car. You see, this is how you know. See, look. I have this perspective in life. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this, okay? I have this perspective in life that when you are balling, you gotta be more low key. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be driving, let's say, to me, the biggest flex is like you could be driving a Rolls Royce, or you could be driving a big Mercedes G-Wagon, but you choose to go around in this. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because, you see, it's very easy to flex. It's very easy to flex, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tammy, for the motorcycle. Great to see you, Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you very much. It's very easy to flex with all the jewelry, with all the nice cars and the flashy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't even know that. This car is actually made here. But you see, here's what I'm gonna do. See, I keep people off balance. See, what I do is very simple. Even when you are balling and you are showing up to a date and you are here to pick up a girl for the first date, you show up in this car right here. And if she really loves you, she'll be perfectly okay with this. And she'll tell you, oh, that car is so adorable. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, I'll rock this ride over here. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Zombie. I'm telling y'all, man, I'm gonna show up to a first date and I'm gonna drive this. I'm gonna go pick her up. I'm telling y'all, man. Thank you, TJ and Eric. He said, does this car turn into a bed? I wish. This car is actually made in Liuzhou. I didn't even know that. One of our Chinese viewers, LJ, just told me this. It's probably $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Probably a $5,000 car right here. Probably $4,000. $3,000, $4,000 for this. Cheap. Very cheap. I'm telling y'all exactly. I'm trying to tell you guys, man. I'm trying to lay low, man. Shit. I'm trying to lay low. I ain't trying to catch nobody's attention. I'm trying to lay low over here. Let's keep moving. Keep cutting through the neighborhoods. Couldn't do it with our crazy drivers. $4,000. You paint some flowers and it be gone. What is up? Thank you, Gidget. No room for the boom boom. That's right. No room for the boom boom. No room for the boom boom. And you know, and this is the other thing is like when I'm out here, when I live in Shenzhen, you guys know, my mode of transportation is a scooter that I paid $350 for. I told you guys this. And every time Panda comes over to my apartment and we need to do some filming for TikTok, we need to film some new content, she actually takes a subway. I ride that scooter to the subway station and I go and pick her up. I bring a helmet for her. I have my own helmet and I pick her up in my scooter. You know, it's just like there's a beauty to the life that I have now here in China where everything is like very, very scaled back. You know, I don't feel like I'm living a very excessive life. It just feels like everything is very compact and scaled back. You know, obviously this life wouldn't work when I have a family one day and you need to move the kids around. But for the single man that I am today, I'm living a very, very compact life. You know, if that makes sense. You know, thank you, TJ, for the lightning. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, everybody. I can see your comment, Maverick. Thank you, Indigo Becky. Man, it ain't about, it's China, it's bicycle friendly. It ain't about it's friendly or not, man. The fact of the matter is you need to get from point A to point B, man. And you need to do it. It don't really matter if it's friendly or not. You just do it. All right, look, I think it's 10 o'clock. I either go get something to eat, but you know what? I feel like investigating the alley a little bit more, and then maybe I'll hop back on later tonight. Okay, I don't use a stabilizer, man. I use my right hand. My right hand is my stabilizer. I just walk around with my right hand. She, man, I'm a minimalist, exactly. Be living a minimalist life. Oh, he said TMI, man. All right, how long have I been streaming, man? How long have I been streaming? Hold on one second. All right, we got about an hour and a half in. Time we go to lunch. We'll go to dinner. Let me sit down for a second. Hit the follow button. Thank you, TJ. Go to dinner. How do I stabilize my camera? I just have a very steady hand. Thank you, Dream for Life and TJ. See what I want to do. All right, it's 10:17 p.m. Okay, 10:17 p.m. I'm gonna explore this area on my own for about another 20 minutes. Okay, and you CC, I'm gonna explore this area for about another 20 minutes. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. Because I think we're ending up at the same street that we were on earlier today. Thank you, Irene. Hit the follow button, y'all. Hit the follow button. We're trying to get on our way to 400,000 followers here on TikTok. Thank you, Jamie. No, all jokes aside, though, I'm doing my best out here in this small city. There's really not much going on in these small towns. You know, we're just really doing a lot of city walks in the city. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're gonna get out of here either tomorrow. We're probably gonna leave here tomorrow and go to the next city or go somewhere with a little bit more life, either Guilin or Nanning or the city of Chongqing. So we're gonna go somewhere with a little bit more life. But this was a very good transition point for us. A little place to chill out a little bit. And get a taste of the small city life. So we'll figure out what we're gonna do on Wednesday night, tomorrow morning for me, and then we'll be back. We're either gonna go to Nanning or Chongqing or Guilin, okay? And we'll figure it out as we go. All right, thank you, AC and Gwendolyn. And maybe I will be back later tonight, actually, later this morning, actually, because I had a nice nap, so I still feel pretty fresh. So let me see if I want to do like a food stream. Yeah, I'm leaving now, man. I've been streaming for about an hour and a half out here. There's really not much going on in this city. We're just doing a late night walk. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, Kimberly. I appreciate it. He said, enjoy that boom boom, man. Ciao, man. Thank you, Zen Chef. All right, so I will see you guys. If not later this morning, later tonight for sure. Okay? Later tonight for sure. I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. Have a great Wednesday. Man, ciao, y'all. I'm going back to my room. Man. Ciao. Okay? I'm gonna see you guys later. Thank you, Tammy Jones, Sandra, Hyotu, everybody. Thank y'all for all the love. I'm gonna see you guys either later this morning or later tonight. Okay? I'm gonna see y'all later, everybody. I'm gonna see you later. All right, I'm gonna go hit up the Taiwanese girl from last night, man. I'm gonna see what she's up to. I'm gonna go hit her up right now on WeChat, man. I'm gonna see what she's doing right now with her life. Okay? I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank you, Pepper, everybody. Thank y'all. Have a great day, everybody. Have a great day. I'm gonna see y'all later. Thank you, Dream Inc. I'm out of here, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.